Hola, boom, yes.
Happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day, everybody out there. Yeah.
You know how it is. There's one day in the year is Happy Father's Day and 364 days Happy Mother's Day.
Well, I look forward for this day so much. You already raised you double or triple the
That's true.
average as well. So, wow.
So we have a lot of nice things coming. Next week on Saturday, we have a special virtual event. One day is we have some special announcements on that day, so that's going to be nice. A lot of good things happening in the second half of this year. A lot of things that we are preparing. So some of the things you will hear next Saturday, other things you will hear somewhere later this year.
Oh, I saw today that we are going to do a lot of.
Today you hear that today we announced that we announced something on Saturday for later this year.
Okay, so we announced today. We announced that we announced. But next week it's on the Saturday, the Sunday.
It's only the Saturday.
It's a Saturday.
Yeah, and then from 3 p.m. to 9 p.m. Amsterdam time. So for most of the people in the world, that is anyhow in one day. So I understand if 3 days in a row or get up in the middle of the night or something like that is different. But one day you can do that.
It's a super duper boom shakalaka boom boom.
Super Saturday. Yeah, that's exactly the name of the event. So it's going to be a beautiful Saturday with a beautiful lineup of speakers. We touch almost all the topics that we want.
Yeah.
Some of them, like I said, we're going to keep for later this year. But now, we have good growth all around the world. So this is a beautiful day.
Yeah,
looking forward to
it. And we are going to tell that at the first. After that, I think that's a live event.
That's a live event. So after that, actually, we have the cruise in beginning of September already, 4 to 11. A lot of people signed up. We're in the middle of finalizing that list. Unfortunately, we cannot get everybody on the cruise, like we said before, because the list of diamonds is bigger than the amount of cabins that we could get. But we're also planning another trip already. That's already like right now in the middle of the organization to make sure that we have another retreat where we can invite the rest of the diamonds.
Yeah, and we have diamonds that don't have the vaccination, and the cruise lines are doing extremely tough.
People send us an email like, well, why the vaccination? It's not our fault.
No,
I don't own the boat.
They think that we make the rules. Guys, can you skip the rules? Yeah, we can skip you the rules. But the cruise company, Royal Caribbean, is not doing it.
And it's actually most of the cruises, if not all of them, that because if something happens on a boat, they have to everybody off, and then it's the end of the cruise. So that's a little bit different.
Think about the consequences.
No, it's a different situation. But I look forward today. We also have Jason on the call. Are you there?
Jason, are you ready? Are you ready to play big?
Hey, there he is.
Woo!
I'm still fighting the jet lag. It's crazy.
Unbelievable. Well, I'll be heading that way in a few short days.
Yep, Jason coming to the Netherlands also for a week here, and then he will feel how I feel, I guess, for live in the studio for the event on Saturday. And what message do you have to share with the community today?
Well, it'll be a good message, and happy Father's Day to both of you, and happy Father's Day to everyone out there who is a father or has had a father. It's a great day to be recognized, and likewise for Mother's Day as well too. But I just want to share with you an update. Raul was just in town in the United States for almost 12 days, and so was Daniel Visser. And I just want to say thank you for your continued contribution to coming over here to the United States, a brand new market. We're, ripe on, little baby over here in the United States. So we actually went live with the product on April 11th, and first commissions were paid out on April 18th. And so it's just been, a month and a half, close to 2 months now here in the United States. And I'm proud of what the people here in the US are doing. I'm proud of the leadership group that's starting to come around. We did a leadership meeting here for a handful of people when Ronald and Daniel were in town. Then we also did the first recognition for the United States. We held a contest for people that were recruiting in particular. And I want to share that message with you of why that's important. I mean, the product is one thing, the products are one thing, but the business is another thing. And I think right now in the United States and around the world, it's more important than ever to really learn how to recruit and build a team of people. And so we held our first competition, held our first recognition around recruiting. And in order to qualify, we rented a lake mansion here outside of Atlanta, a beautiful lake mansion. Happened to be beautiful weather. The sun was outside, and we also rented a boat, but it was for the top 5 people that qualified. And in order to qualify for this event, you had to 5 people that you personally recruited and at least 20 people that you had recruited in your team. And why is that important? It's important because if you have the inability to share a message, if you have the inability to build a business, if you have the inability to attract
But you already rise you double.
Thank you to all the Circle of Champions. Thank you to everyone that's ever been a part of Success Factory prior to the launch in the United States, because it's your story that we're able to leverage. It's your story that we're able to share with other people that gives them hope, that gives them a sense of it's possible for them, that gives them a sense that there's people winning here, that lets them know there's people making money here, and more importantly, that we're doing good things for other people. And I shared with them later in the evening for the qualifiers a training that I want to go through with you to give you an understanding that I think that if you capture the mindset of what these people have and the spirit of what these people have, it will reignite something that's inside of you. And I think that the company needs all throughout the world. And if you see what is happening in the United States and you see what's happening around the world, for example, I'll share some statistics about the United States in particular, but they're equally true for around the world. So for example, the business view of business, or of a small business owner being in business, their optimism, which means that their outlook for the future is going down and down and down and down and down, right? So people's optimistic view has now become less, which means if your optimism goes down, your pessimism goes up. The other thing that's happening is that inflation is continuing to increase, right? So every single day of every single month so far over the past year, inflation has continued to skyrocket in the United States. For example, in March of this year, in the United States and in other countries around the world, the inflation rate has gone up close to 10%. Now, when you hear a number like that, what you have to recognize is that if a number gets up towards 10% inflation, that means that the average person around the world just went backwards in income. They just lost income equal to 1 or 2 months of their annual income. So when inflation goes up by 10%, your income actually decreases by 1 to 2 months at no fault of your own, which means that the value of money is continuing to go down and down and down and down, meaning your ability to buy things with money is continuing to get harder, especially knowing that people already have a hard time making money, people already have a hard time keeping money, and people already have a hard time multiplying money. Right? So if you already had a hard time making it, keeping it, and multiplying it, imagine when the forces of the world come and start to make this thing worth less and less and less and less and less. It's making life more and more and more difficult for more and more people. Not only has inflation gone up by 8 to 10%, but if you look at a number, it's called the CPI, which is also stands for the Consumer Price Index, means the average price of an average basket of goods, for example, gasoline, food, clothing, and homes, has gone up by 25%. So not only has the value of money decreased, but the price of everything in relation to that has increased by more than 25%, making it even harder to make money, keep money, and multiply money. Then you add on top of that, that the mortgage rates, which means the percent interest rate that a bank charges a customer for their home, has gone up another 8%, which means that the average price for the average home is now in the thousands and thousands of dollars per month, making it nearly impossible for the average person in America and the average person around the world just to be able to have the three necessities of life, which is food, clothing, and shelter, right? Food, clothing, and shelter are the three necessities everybody wants and that they need, and now it's becoming so difficult for them to be able to do it. And so I think right now is the opportune time to go out and start sharing a message. Start letting people know that Success Factory has a way for people to go out into the marketplace and learn how to create earned income, which means your customer acquisition bonus, which means your ability to gather customers and your ability to earn income is available to them. Secondly, their ability to keep more money. How do you keep more money? You keep more money by creating passive income. And how do you create passive income? It comes through building a leadership engine. It comes through your ability to understand the volume bonus and also the leadership bonus. So engine number one that you need to fire off of is the business engine, right? Your ability to go create earned income. The second engine is the leadership engine. Your ability to teach people how to learn, how to lead, how to influence, and how to empower kicks off passive income in the form of volume bonuses and leadership bonuses. And then if you couple it with number three, an investment engine, the ability to take a percent from what you earn and a percent of the passive income and put that money to go to work for you, either in the View or in Forex Insiders. Now, all of a sudden, you've got the third engine cranking for you, which is portfolio income. And so our story is a serious story of showing people how to make money, how to keep it, and how to multiply it through earned income, passive income, and portfolio income. And there's only one thing they need to decide what to do, and that's to make a decision, right? It all starts with your ability to make a decision, and decisions are extremely important, right? Your ability to make a decision. Why do you need to know how to make a right decision? The reason why you need to know how to make a right decision is because whatever decision that you do make, or whatever decision you do not make, it creates something for you. Decisions or lack of decisions always create directions, right? So your ability to make a decision creates a direction for your life. So the moment you make a decision that you want to start recruiting and building, it starts to create a direction for you called you're moving towards your dreams, you're moving towards your destiny. When you make the decision to recruit and build, when you make the decision to lead, to teach people, to empower people, to influence people, you start to set a direction for your business. The moment you make a decision to do something, to go out there and sell, you create the direction for creating customers. The moment you decide to recruit and build, you start to create the direction for you to start creating passive income. The moment you decide to learn how to use a Forex Insiders app is the moment you start creating a direction towards teaching your money how to go make more money for you. You see, decisions shape your destiny because decisions create a direction for you. The reason why a direction is important, the reason why you want to keep making that decision every single day, right, of every single week of every single month, is because decisions create a direction for you. And over time, direction starts to create something for you that I believe most people need, which is momentum, right? Momentum, right? So your decisions create a direction. Your direction creates momentum. Unfortunately, this can work in reverse, right? So if you make the wrong decision, you'll move in the wrong direction and you'll create momentum in the wrong direction. If you do not make a decision for you, which is no direction, which means no momentum, right? So you can either create it to be decisive for yourself, that when you wake up in the morning, that you're going to go to work, that you're going to build a business, that you're going to empower other people, that you really do believe in innovating wealth creation for humanity, that you really do believe in teaching someone how to go out there and create earned income and passive income and portfolio income, or you're going to decide that you don't want to do that. And what you'll find out is over time, you won't have earned income, you won't have passive income, and you won't have any portfolio income, and you'll just be sitting there in a state of inertia, which is the lack of movement or activity, especially when movement or activity is needed or wanted. Now, the reason why momentum is extremely, extremely important is because as you create momentum, so it's just like a train rolling down the train track. So as you create momentum, or as a big boulder rolls down a mountain, or as a snowball rolls down the mountain, your momentum creates energy, right? Your momentum creates energy, which is why you want to be in control of the momentum, because it creates energy. And energy can be something that is captivating for other people. Why is it something that's captivating for other people? Because energy, when people come around it, when you're having a conversation with somebody, and when you're talking about Success Factory, and you're talking about the ability to recruit and build a massive army of people here, not in one country, but around the world, when you're talking to them about creating earned income and passive income and portfolio income, your decision to be able to do it will be readily available to them. They'll recognize if you have the certainty. They'll recognize if you have the belief. They'll recognize if you have momentum. And they'll definitely recognize if you have the energy that's going to be able to take them further than where they could go by themselves. That's what people are buying when they come around Success Factory, is they see the leadership group. They see the circle of champions. They see the products that we have. They recognize that all of our products are digital products. They recognize that it's not constrained by supply chain issues around the world. They recognize that we have the ability to mobilize products all over the world without worrying about our ability to import products somewhere else in the world, or without our needing to understand how the rising cost of labor and the rising cost of these things to build products and ship products is going up. Ours is the same. It's digital. Our delivery mechanism is digital through a human being all over the world. So our ability to create momentum, our ability to create positive energy is massive, And because when people come around that, what they're really wanting to know is, can I trust this? Can I trust it? So if you have momentum and you have positive momentum and it's going in the right direction, meaning that people really are making money, people really are creating passive income, and people really are winning with portfolio income, it creates an enormous amount of energy that when people come around it, they go, I have the ability to trust it, right? This type of energy is a trusting type of energy. However, if you have the inability to make a decision, if you have lack of momentum, you have to try to fake momentum. You have to try to create the appearance that there's momentum. You have to try to create the appearance that something is happening. And when people come around the appearance of something without it really being there, they can recognize that that's stale energy, and their lack of trust goes way down in the toilet. They don't want to trust anything around it. So you want to do just the opposite. Why? Because when you make a decision that creates the direction, and the direction creates momentum, and momentum is creating positive energy, and positive energy is creating a big feeling of trust, what it gives you and what it gives the other person is this. Is certainty. Is certainty. Everybody in the world right now is looking for certainty because there is so much uncertainty in the world. There is a lack of certainty in the world. I just got off a call this morning with a group of leaders from another network marketing company that are looking to come over to Success Factory. And they do things part-time. They do that business part-time, and they make serious income there. And they also have their own businesses, and they also invest money in the most traditional way that you would invest money in the United States for most people, which is inside of what we call a 401k plan or a retirement plan. And lo and behold, because the stock market got hammered last week and the week before it, they saw their incomes that they've been saving into these retirements for 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, some of them, and they just lost $200,000, $300,000, $400,000 in one gentleman's case in 2 weeks in the retirement accounts that they've been saving and saving and saving and saving for 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, 25 years. And right now they're sitting, as they're looking at the golden era of their lifetime, which is the golden ages, which is from 60 years of age on, they have an absolute lack of certainty. And the moment they got on the phone call with us, and we started explaining to them what Success Factory is, what Forex Insiders is, we explained to them the mission of our company. We explained to them we want to teach people how to create earned income. We want to show people how to create passive income. And we're dedicated to teaching people how to create portfolio income. It gave them an absolute sense of certainty that on that spot they said, we're coming over here because we can't learn how to do this somewhere else, right? But that starts with a decision on your standpoint. It starts with momentum. It starts with energy. It starts with trust, and it starts with certainty. And they start to buy into it. They go, I want to come here because you can provide me some level of certainty that I can't find somewhere else. And you know what certainty leads to? This is what I found out for many, 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 many years, traveling all over the world with the people I've been able to travel around with. The reason why certainty is so important to people is because for them, it provides them a sense of absolute hope, that they can have hope for one moment in their life, that they can have hope for their family, that they can have hope that everything that they've done in their lifetime isn't going to be a failure, right? That there is people out there that know what they're doing. There are people out there that are willing to show people how to win and how to win big. There are people that are willing to walk the path with them. There are people that are willing to be patient. There are people that are willing to persevere. There are people that are willing to be committed. There are people that are willing to be tenacious. There are people that are willing to go get out after it every single day of every single week of every single month for every single year of their life. And when they come around it and they sense that certainty, all of a sudden they get a whole feeling of hope. That's something that they've dreamed of, right? A vision that they've had, a destiny that they've had. Now, all of a sudden, they have some hope. And the reason why hope is so important is because if you can have hope, and if you can create hope for somebody else, what it does for them is it unlocks inside of them for probably the first time in their life, or maybe the second or third time in their life, that they actually have the possibility, of doing something great. And more important than that is that they actually deserve it, right? They actually deserve to know what it feels like to be in a place of absolute certainty, to be in a place of absolute hope, and in a place of absolute possibility. Because when you can get to those three things inside of an individual, you will see a multiplying effect, the likes of which you've never seen before. And I think that that's when magical things begin to happen. I think that that's when massive momentum begins to happen. I think that that's when massive breakthrough starts to happen. And I think that that's at that moment in time that our company, right, by the end of this year, by the fourth quarter of this year, heading into next year, I think that our leaders need to step up and make some serious decisions about creating some serious direction with some serious energy, that it has the opportunity to present people with certainty, to present people with hope, and to present them with a possibility that something great can happen in their life, even though everything else in the world is going backwards, even though everything else is being chaotic, even though there's so much noise in the world, so much uncertainty in the world, we can come flying in with absolute certainty, absolute hope, and absolute possibility for them. And I think that their lives will begin to change by the thousands, by the hundreds of thousands, and in the next year by the millions. I think our calling for what we do is so big that there will be millions and millions and millions of people in 2023 that are going to be impacted by a small handful of leaders inside of Success Factory, not only in the United States, but all over the world. And I'm so excited to be a part of that. I'm so excited to go to work at it every single day. I'm so excited to see the leadership groups that are around. I'm so excited to see the people in the rest of the world get up and get after it, because I think our calling is huge. I think the world is waiting for us. I think people around the world are praying for people like you and I to come around with certainty, to come around with hope, and more importantly, come around with possibilities, and that we actually have the strategies. We actually have the strategies to make it all become a reality for them by showing them step by step how to create earned income, passive income, and portfolio income. And there's nothing more I'd rather dedicate my life to or be committed to every single day. So it's an honor and a privilege to be able to be with you. I look forward to coming to the Netherlands next week and being in the office once again. It's been too long. I look forward to our virtual event next Saturday on June 25th. Always ride the wave of life and always play big. That I'll turn it back over to the two fathers in the Netherlands.
Wow, wow, wow. When are you flying, Jason?
Wednesday, I leave Wednesday evening. It's my daughter's birthday on Wednesday, so I told her I'd spend most of the day with her, and then I fly out on the 23rd late at night. So I arrive into the Netherlands on Friday the 24th.
So you fly on Thursday.
Yeah, Thursday your time, correct?
Thursday, and then Friday you arrive.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, 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 wow. Now, I've heard so beautiful stories about the United States that I'm thinking every day, shall I go there? You know, because I'm looking forward. But I think Roald goes there for a whole trip, whole city tour. I said, Roald, man, that is the place to be. So, wow. Now, I look forward that you are here, Jason. We do the event, and then, yes, let's rock and roll it. And it's important, you know, for you guys out there, think about all the different income streams that you can have. You can work for the money or let the money work for you. You know, you don't have money when you don't do something for it. For that, you need to work hard and smart. But when you make the money, start letting the money working for you. And like Jason said, we have the perfect company for it. But it's up to you, ladies and gentlemen, if you are able to share that with the people. Because when you are able to share that with the people, you are going to make an income by building the network. But you need, and that is tremendously important, constantly sharing and paying it forward. Now, we have an expert here in the studio. It's actually a she, and she knows everything from events and how to promote it. I'd like to introduce you our royal diamond, Andrea Cimbala.
Let me come here on stage without falling. Hello, hello. Bye-bye, Igor. So, I'm so happy to be here in front of you today. I'm so happy to reconnect again with all of you. And I'm happy that live events are coming back. Virtual events are coming back. I really missed the global calls for the last 2 weeks. And fortunately, that I didn't feel that well because I had a horrible allergy. But now finally I'm back. Since 2-3 days, I am back into action, and I started with a new goal. The new goal is a 90 days game plan. With the people that I was talking, with the leaders that I'm talking privately right now, I already told them that I commit to go on a 90 days game plan. Because as Jason said, we need to create momentum. We need to do whatever it takes to create momentum. And when you don't have momentum, you need at least to fake momentum. It doesn't matter what you're doing. I learned one thing in my career. Whatever it takes, ladies and gentlemen. And you know, Jason said as well that it's important to make decisions. Decisions create and give direction. So the question is which direction you want to go. Which kind of decisions are you going to make for your future? Are decisions that are going to be constructive or destructive? I also reflected past days with myself, which kind of decisions I want to make, because the truth is that on whatever we focus, it expands. And a lot of times we make decisions that we know that don't have a good end result. So why are we making those decisions? The truth is also that sometimes we make decisions and we don't give 100% of ourselves, and it doesn't go the way we want. So why are we making that decision? So what I did, I love this point that Jason touched. Of course, together with all the other points that he said, let's make money, let's keep the money, let's multiply the money. But decisions, I believe, is what create the direction, but also give guidance and direction to our future. So how do you see your future? I see my future very bright because I have to be honest, on the 25th, we have a big day. It's a big day. It's a corporate event where we will connect back with the field. We announce news. We train the people, and we put one more time together great, how can I say, vice presidents, leadership together for this event for you. Not to say that on the 9th of July, we have the first live event with an audience in Barcelona together with Kenya Morris Black Diamond Circle of Champion member. And that's not the last live event that we are going to do, because many others will follow. We are planning, we are looking into the schedule, into timings, to see when and what, to see what is the best, which country and which city is the best. We are making all decisions. The cruise is coming, and I'm also very happy because the truth is that people will forget what you say and what you do for them, but they will never forget how you make them feel. And that happened to me. Some of my best memories are made and are created on a cruise, on many cruises that I did in the past. And after many years that I didn't do it anymore, especially because of COVID, I looked very much forward for this cruise. Unfortunately, came COVID and we didn't do it, as you all know. But now we are going back, and I know about that. Some people cannot travel, but hey, there will be another option for all those people. But I will enjoy for sure my cruise, but being together with the people that will be there, because I want to be together with the people. I want to connect with them. I want to talk with them. I want to hug them. I want to listen. I want to make plans. I want to sit at the table with them. I want to look in the eyes. I want to feel meat, bodies, energy, look people in the eyes. I really need it. I think that's actually who we are, ladies and gentlemen. And talking about events, is important that we are consistent and persistent. And on the 25th, we have the free event for everyone. So there is no kind of excuse. There is no kind of commitment, financial commitment from the people to be on that event. It's an event for free for all of us, for us, the leadership, and for the field, for our teams. So it's very important. And next week, you will see me on a lot of Zoom calls that we promote it. It's important to be connected with the people that are working here in the office, with the corporate, with the leadership. You know that we are preparing a lot of things. I know that I'm not allowed to say, but I also know that a lot of information is thrown out there, and you are all knowing that we are preparing big events coming. You don't know when and where, but things are happening. Things are getting in creation. By the way, I'm in the office, so I will be thrown away from the circle of champion when I will say too much, and they all know that I'm talking too much, and you all know me that I talk too much, so I can't say anything, but I know that some people maybe heard something. Let's say it this way. So my invitation is to get connected to the source. It's very, very important, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to be a leader, act as a leader. Be the leader you would like to follow. Don't point the fingers on your upline, on your sponsor, or whoever, because they're not responsible for your success. They are not responsible for who you want to become. They are not responsible that you come to the event. It's your decision. Okay? It's your decision. Is important because it's important that you know that the decision creates your own direction. So It's important that we connect to that event because you need to be connected with the source. You need to be connected to the information, to the news, to feel the energy, and to make a plan for working, a plan to succeed. You know, I see a lot of people, they are working hard, but they are not working smart. They don't work with a clear plan, with a clear goal, ladies and gentlemen. And we are all made of energy, so let's unite, let's create momentum, let's work hard, let's make a plan. And that's why, as leading by example, I need to start my 90 days game plan. My parents are with my kids, they will help me. And as anyone else, we need to go back to work with a 90 days game plan. What means a 90 days game plan? You need to do in these 90 days whatever you didn't do the rest of the days. That's why it's 90 days game plan, because you need to work more, you need to focus more, you need to be more disciplined, you need to sleep less, you need to do things that before you didn't do. That's why it's a 90 days game plan, because you cannot keep this for 360 days. You know, I know leaders out there like Peter Gusher, he always says, yeah, I do a 360 days yearly plan. Perfect. But you are a leader. We need to start first with 90 days, then you slow down for a bit, and then you another 90 days. You can at least do 90 days game plan. 90 days, 1 month, 90 days, 1 month break, 90 days, 1 month break. That's how I did it in the past. And I also did it 360 days. It's a decision. One more time, we go back to it's a decision, ladies and gentlemen. The money will meet you where your mindset and where you are. Where your mindset is and where you are. So why I'm telling you this? Because on the events, you will grow your mindset. Which kind of thoughts are you putting in your mind? Which kind of mindset are you creating? Which kind of plan of action are you making? Who are you listening to? And those are events made for. I never missed an event in my entire life. I went to every meeting, I went to every training because I wanted to recharge my batteries. I needed to hire my belief. I needed to awake my dreams. I needed to be connected again with the people that have the same mission and same vision. For me, every 3 months must be an event, a bigger event. Then, of course, there are meetings, trainings, super Saturdays, but I need an event with multiple people. And for now, it's virtual, but hey, I can't say anything yet because things are in creation and Roald is watching, looking at me, so I can't say anything. They will throw me away from the office. But it's not important if it's for now virtual. We are preparing for a massive action. So we need to work hard because to create a big wave, you need to make a lot of small waves that will lead to a bigger wave. But I told you, I never missed an event. Only one. Actually, only one because I delivered the baby one day before an event. Yes, that was the only event that I missed, the Bali event. For the rest, I went to every meeting, every training, every event. And I remember that when I started in my career, like anyone that is listening out there, I slept with multiple people in rooms to just be at the event. I spent in my last 10 euro just to pay the entrance of an event because I knew that if I was prepared, my timing will come. If I'm prepared, I will be ready. And a lot of times people tell you success overnight doesn't exist. Yes, it's true. If you do anything, success overnight doesn't exist. But if you work hard and smart, you are prepared every night and day. You don't see the results you want, but you are preparing. You are preparing. You are sharpening your axis. I hope it's my good pronunciation, but you sharpen axis, your x. Yes, it's good, eh? You help me because so you prepare. Yes, success overnight will happen because you will get the click. You will get the right mentor. You will get the right information. You will be in the right moment with the right people, with the right opportunity, and it will happen to you. Remember, your future depends on your decision that you make today. Where focus goes, energy flows. On what you focus, it expands. So, on what are you focusing? Which kind of decision you make today? I look forward on the 25th. I will work my butts off the next days to promote the event because, of course, I will be one of the speakers, but that's not even what I'm going to celebrate. I look forward to share with you, of course, but I'm excited for all the gentlemen, for all the leaders, for all the corporate vice presidents will be here on stage to share with you and to what they are going to announce. I hope big things they will announce. Some I know, and I hope they will say it because I look forward to work towards those objectives and those how do we say directions. So, and because I'm not allowed to say much more, and Igor and Roald are here waiting. See you on 25th and all the calls on the next week. Let's create momentum, play big, and work hard and smart. Mwah! Ciao, family.
Oh, thank you, Andrea. Yes. Actions speak louder than words. That is what it
agree.
is.
Yep. Yeah, there's not much to say. That's when you have a next week a bigger event, and you're like, what am I gonna say? Why would I give all the great announcements for
Yeah,
one
can
week?
I announce something that we are announcing next week, or you want me to wait?
Well, the most important things you don't know, because then I have to fight you all the time. So I learned my lesson.
Yeah. But I know some because the promotions is important.
Might be that we have some promotions next week. Might.
Yeah, so that's why you need to be there straight on time. When we start, you need to be on it.
And did we already say the magic word?
No, we didn't say the magic
It is
word.
free. It is a free event.
No, well, it cannot be free.
It is free.
You know,
Yeah.
only the sunrise and the sunsets are free in life.
Yes, it's for free. Yes.
So it's a free event. Everybody can just log in. No ticket, no code that we check. You just go to the page and you can see
Wow.
the whole event live. And of course, it's not going to be free for us. We actually invested a lot in this event. We actually have new hardware here in the studio that allows us to even have more spectacular live
Yeah.
events in our own studio than ever before. But we wanted all of you, to be on this event. Hear some of the things firsthand, but also make sure that everything that we bring to you personally, you understand how important it's going to be.
Are we going to talk about the view as well?
We're going to talk about the view. We're going to talk about Forex Insiders. We're going to talk about Success Factory. We're going to talk about tools. We're going to talk about work systems, promotions. Maybe some special things will come up, but hey, let's not ruin the surprise.
You should be there when you want to attract money. When you want to become the one destined to be, make sure that you are on next week's Super Duper.
And there's no excuse.
Shakalaka
There's nobody in the whole world that can sell to me an excuse not to be there when it's 3 p.m. in the afternoon. Maybe you have to get up really early in the morning. But hey, it's a 6-hour event. It's doable. You learn a lot, and it's free. So what else?
No Olympic Games, no important sport matches, no concerts,
distractions.
Just us, ladies and gentlemen. Just Success Factory.
You don't even need to drive like 2 hours to all sit in one living room and split one ticket. It is free. You can look from your living room.
I hear Andrea talking about events that we were, and I remember that we were at an event somewhere, and that we had some people that were on the event and they want to sleep in the park, but it was raining. So we said, okay, who has not a sleeping place can sleep in our room. Now, we had a suite, but we ended up with 16 people in the room or something. There was people sleeping on the ground, because events are where your success is born.
The only thing that I might add is that the next live event, you probably don't have to worry about rain too much.
Can I say something about that already?
So, what was it? Strength and what was it?
He wants to close the call over
This is taking too much energy. Good. Andrea, do you join?
Yes, I will.
Yes.
For sure.
You can.
So there we go. It's a short one because we have a lot of information next week, so we keep it short today.
Strength and honor. It's all about you.
Mwah!